This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
49, guys.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shrimp that ball. Joker.
Black!
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! White.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
There you go.
And the defense.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
11. Hey, orbit.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
3.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
65.
49 is the mic. 49 is the mic. Here I come.
Hey, Foxtrot.
49 is the mic. Watch 49.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The 40. The 30. The 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's 49.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Here we go.
Now Taylor. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Gordon. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here we go.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
21. Hey, zoom.
57's mine. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
I got this.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
It's going to be a long day.
They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Now Taylor to throw. It's complete to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
From the 36, Garoppolo. Open man here is Hamilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
49. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. 49. 49's the Mike. 49.
21. Here we go.
49's the...
Hey, Delta.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Got a man open in Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Lindsey, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Echo. Hey, gun.
Motion. 49's the Mike.
I got this.
What we got? Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
21.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And McManus able to put it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 31, Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Taylor. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 49.
Yeah, that's what I do.
49.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
13.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
First and 10.
57. Go.
57 to Mike.
Garoppolo now. He'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, wahoo!
I'm on. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Blue Dan.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Quick 6. That's what they call us.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, high 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
11.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, exit.
These babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's go, we got this, 65.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Room to run inside the 40. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Mike's 49.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Play action, it's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those right.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
You.
Here's Taylor, throwing on third and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 49. Hey, box truck. 49. Hey, Hunt.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Here we go. General West.
They're going with Lindsey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Taylor. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Badgley's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Lindsey. Oh, look at the juke. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man, I got you.
Lock.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get them behind the line twice in a row. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
Taylor. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our